And I'm just curious, it's being shown under the banner of this show called Secrets of the Dead.
Yes.
I'm just wondering why PBS decided to show it a part of Secret Dead. I mean, you don't speak for PBS, I understand that, but that's more of like mysteries from the pyramids and things like that. And this is not even historical, it's current affairs as it happened exactly 365 days ago.
Well, look, as I understand it, that strand began from a very specific focus, but it has actually broadened quite a lot. And part of its focus is an interest in science and technology. And an important dimension of this story is how very simple consumer technology became the difference between life and death. So mobile phones and laptops, that sort of technology meant that people could find out actually what was happening to them, that these gunmen were probably still in the building, how many of them there were, and they could then form some kind of a strategy about how to deal with it. I'm sure a lot of people actually would have left their rooms and attempted to escape if they hadn't been able to access that kind of information. The horrible truth, of course, is that that information was also available to the gunmen, that they could dial up and speak to their handlers from Lashkar-e-Taiba and find out what was being broadcast on CNN in real time. So there was a loop of information. That dimension of it was very interesting to Jared Lipworth, the commissioning editor from Secrets of the Dead. Yeah.
One of the questions that it's often raised in India, the first attack actually happened at the Victoria Terminal Station, I think.
Yes.
And then they went to Leopold Cafe and then to the hotels. The Victoria Terminal attack probably did not last that long. I mean, it was a shootout for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and a lot of the people were massacred there.
Yes, so many people died.
I do understand the hotels, they were, the people kept us hostage there for a couple of days, 3 days. But very little focus, not just in your film, but a lot of people do not focus too much on the survivors of the Victoria Terminal Station. And I'm wondering, why did you make that choice? I know other people have also been asked that question.
Yes, no, fair enough. Because I knew that there were other documentaries underway, and specifically that one of them actually would spend a great deal of time on Victoria Station, and that was Daniel Reed's film Terror in Mumbai, which is an excellent film. Mm-hmm. And his documentary focuses closely on that terrible attack. So for us, it was important not to duplicate to go to such effort and then to essentially duplicate the same material. And as also we were aware that he hadn't really covered that state of siege, so we were trying to make sure that across these events there were many stories to be told. They all needed to be told. And so we really, at the beginning, we deal with Victoria Station. We talked to Sebastian de Souza, the famous photographer, and feature his images. And we specifically name the number of casualties because what we're trying to do is to establish that, I mean, really the actual brunt of this was taken by local people. And it's the only time where we actually name specifically the number of people killed. I don't think we do that for either of the two hotels. But I knew that Daniel's film was going to concentrate on that so much. So really it was about trying to give satisfactory answers, really satisfying answers to some other questions that he hadn't tackled. Mm-hmm. And I think that was really the right thing to do. Mm-hmm.